goodness. I don't know how people can live in a city like this.
Well, why don't you just go back where you came from? So listen, you people going anywhere in particular, or do you just want me to keep driving in a straight line until we plunge into the East River?
We're going to the Ice Capades, if you don't mind.
Hey, I don't mind. Do whatever you want. To turn into a walnut tree for all I care. I could have figured you people for the Ice Capades. It was either that or the Placemat Museum. Where are you people from, anyway? East Frog, Testicles, Tennessee?
We're from California, and we can't wait to get back. We've been here for 3 days. We've forgotten what the sun looks like.
Yeah, well, lean forward. I'll stick the cigarette lighter in your eye.
No, thank you.
California. I guess you people are laid back, huh?
Yeah? Is there something wrong with that?
Well, to me, laid back is just a fancy name for brain dead. I like a little energy where I live. You people in California are too weird for me. White wine, high colonics, hot tub support groups.
At least we don't have to depend on people like you. Most of us have our own cars.
Yeah, that's another thing. Everything in California is based on cars. Even the murders are drive-by. Here in New York, you want to kill somebody, you got to take a subway and go to their house. Because a lot of times the train is delayed, so you got to kill somebody on a subway. Well, here we are at the Ice Capades.
Thank God.
Listen, you can thank who you like, lady. It's still $7. Before the tip.
$7? We were only driving for a few minutes.
Well, it only seemed like a few minutes to you because you were listening to somebody so interesting. Me, I feel like I've been driving for an eternity.
Here you go. But if you think you're getting a tip from me, you're crazy, Mr. George O'Grady.
Hey, listen, don't forget to tell your wife the only reason you're going is to look at the spangled asses. They ought to call it butts on ice. Hi. Aren't you Chick Hearn, the voice of the Lakers?
Yeah.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
You know those big shorts that Shaquille O'Neal wears? They almost come down to his knees.
Yep.
Does he wear those shorts for fashion or for decency?
Hey, that's for me to know, driver, and for you to find out.
That's what I like about you, Chick. You seem like one of the guys, you know? Like a guy who would blow his nose without a Kleenex.
Hey, I'm really flattered.
Yeah. Where to, Chicky baby?
Chicky baby.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to have a drink. I'd like to go to a small New York bar. The locals will be there. Hey, maybe they'll treat me like a celebrity. Even ask for an autograph. Stuff like that.
Just the place for you. The
Yeah?
Moylan Tavern.
Well, tavern. You think they'll like me there? You know, those are native New Yorkers. I represent the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah, I think so. Especially if you got some shiny beads and trinkets. The natives love that.
Hey, Jack. There's a hair in my beer.
Hey, let me see.
Ah. One of yours, Frank.
Guys, look who I brought to the Moylan.
Wow, hey, Chick Hearn. Wow. Hey, Chick, would you sign a dollar bill for me?
Yeah, sure I would. Well, where's the dollar?
Well, I was kind of hoping you'd supply the dollar, too.
Mr. Hearn, it's an honor. You know, anything you like, it's on the house.
Well, thank you very much. I'll have a stoli on the rocks.
Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, I meant anything you'd like on the jukebox.
Hi,
Hello there. Wow. What's your name?
Sydney Paris.
Sydney Paris.
Yeah?
Did you ever consider being a Laker girl? I've got a little influence.
You know, that's really sweet, but I don't think they allow real breasts on that squad.
Listen, Chick, I got a complaint to make. Now, maybe you could do me a favor and get a hold of some of those other guys who do the play-by-play and smack them in the mouth a couple of times for me, would you?
Hey, you got to have a pretty strong case.
Well, they're just so full of cliches, you know? You're really kind of an original, so I don't think this applies to you. But you know how these guys sound. They go like this. Well, Chick, they really put on a clinic out there tonight. An outstanding effort in a huge game. They're a young ball club, but they believe in themselves, and tonight they rose to the occasion and were not to be denied. Nothing fancy about what they did out there. They just controlled the tempo, took advantage of the opportunities, capitalized on the other team's mistakes, and at crunch time, they stepped up big time and put the game away. You cannot give that many chances to a team this good and expect to win in this league. Don't these people ever have an original thought?
Hey, Chick, to change the subject as quickly as possible. And let me preface this by saying that I'm not asking this for any illegal wagering activity.
Of course not.
Who do you like in tomorrow's game?
Come on, Doc. You think maybe the guy doesn't want to talk about basketball on his day off?
Oh, well then, Chick, take a look at this trick I can do with my tongue. Anybody got a staple gun?
Let's talk basketball.
Yeah, good idea. So, who do you like in tomorrow's game?
Well, to tell you the truth, I watched the Knicks practice yesterday at the Garden.
Yeah?
And halfway through the practice, they carried their star forward, Charles Oakley, off on a stretcher.
Oh, wow. That's great.
I didn't read about it. I didn't see it on TV. I didn't hear it on the radio. But I want to tell you, it is really hush-hush.
So what do you think? The Lakers -3 is probably a pretty good bet, huh?
-3?
Yeah.
-3 what?
Points. Come on, wake up, Chick, huh?
So that's what this is all about. You invite me to your bar, you insult me, you insult the Laker girls, and all you wanted was a little bit of an advantage. I'll tell you, I really thought you guys were my friends. You people make me sick.
Chick, don't go. Chick, don't go. Hey, don't go. Listen, what kind of low-life cretins are you guys? Bringing up gambling in front of a guy like that.
He did it.
Hey, give me 100 on the Lakers, will you, Harry? Hey, mention my name in the game tomorrow night. George Oakley.
Harry, give me 2,000 on the Lakers.
That kind of money.
Oh, I've been saving up to help my brother pay for his kidney transplant.
Come on, Pink. You shouldn't be betting with that money.
Are you kidding? I got inside information. I just wish I had 2 brothers with renal failure.
Sydney! Sydney! Frank, where the hell is Sydney?
Howdy, Jack. You rang.
What are you doing down there?
Oh, I was just arranging the alcohol according to the colors of the rainbow. I had to mix a couple to get purple. Want to see?
No. Are you stoned again?
Oh, Jack. God, I wish you were a big donut right now.
Hey, Hiya, Sidney. Give me a beer.
God, my mouth is so dry.
Listen, Sydney, this is the last time I'm going to tell you. If you want to do that stuff, get a job at the post office.
You know, guys, there's no way if Charles Oakley was injured, it wouldn't be in the sports page. I don't understand.
Hey, Harry, you ever hear about a cover-up?
Heard of one. I've committed perjury on a couple of them.
You know, I've noticed a lot of these basketball injuries are really kind of minor. You know, strained calf muscle, pulled groin, which under the right circumstances can actually be kind of enjoyable. But I don't think sports in this country are very dangerous. They're way too tame for me. They don't seem to reflect America's violent nature, you know? I think we ought to be honest as a culture and have at least one sport where the whole object of the game is just to kill somebody. Hey, America would eat it up. You could call it death ball. And you only have 2 statistics to worry about. Dead and almost dead. You throw in naked cheerleaders and free beer and you got yourself the most popular entertainment in the history of the world.
Hey, George, you think there'll ever be such a thing as death ball?
We can only dream, Frank. We can only dream, huh?
Come here, all right. We'll get season tickets, right? Yeah, that'd be great.
Hey! I know you. You're, no, don't help me. Inzamamulhaq Siddiqui.
Yeah, I know you too. You're, Jake.
Jack.
Whatever. Remember me, Mr. O'Grady?
Yeah. You're my shop steward. And every time you show up here, I got some kind of trouble with the cab company. So what is it this time?
In the past 2 weeks, we have received 14 separate complaints about your attitude.
Oh,
That's practically one per day.
Hey, who says the Japanese are the only math geniuses, huh? What kind of complaints are you getting now?
That you're rude, abusive, and more oppressive than a tiger that has tasted human blood.
Hey, Inzamamulhak, what's Pakistani for bite me?
मुझे काटो बीमार सुअर के बच्चे.
Well, mujhe kato bimar suva ka bacha. How you like that?
The most recent complaint was filed by world-famous sports announcer Chick Hearn. He claims you took him to a seedy bar where he was beswarmed by dirtbags and silly's buckets. These are far too many complaints to ignore, Mr. O'Grady. Starting with your next shift, you must behave in a friendlier manner towards your customers, or you will be fired.
Wait just a second. Define for me this friendlier manner.
Well, to refrain from insults, be polite to the customers, and above all, smile like this.
I can't smile like that. The effect on me would be completely different. My skin is whiter than my teeth. Can you imagine this? That cruddy cab company is going to try to force me to be cheery.
Yeah. God, you are so grumpy. You gotta do what they say.
No, I don't. It's unconstitutional.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, what's going on in America? I got a God-given right to act any way I want to in my cab. I don't know what's happened to this country. I'm telling you, it used to be that cheer up was kind of a friendly suggestion. Now they want to make it mandatory. It's all part of a dangerous trend. I call it creeping niceness. I'll give you an example. You know those signs, thank you for not smoking?
Yeah, sure.
There was nothing wrong with no smoking. It's pure, it's simple, it's direct. No smoking. Thank you for not smoking is weak and apologetic. Like the guy's going to do you a big favor by not giving you cancer. I think we ought to have a sign that says, if you smoke, we will reach down your throat and rip out your lungs.
Hey, look, don't encourage him, because trend or no trend, George, it'd be stupid to lose your job just because you won't grin a little.
You're not following me, Jack. Don't you see they're trying to modify me?
Yeah, they are.
They're trying to change me.
Right.
They're trying to turn me into something that I'm not.
Go away, George.
Listen, the next thing you know, they'll tell me that it's unacceptable to be driving around with a urine jar in my cab.
Now, excuse me. I may not use big words, and I don't have a fancy equivalency degree, but I'll tell you what I do know. This is plain idiotic and imbecilic. Just smile, for God's sake.
You know, I bet George has a really cute smile.
Yeah, but he does, too. Come on, George, you got smile.
All right. Just to get you off my back. Want me to smile? I'll smile.
Yeah.
But stand back a little. It might not be pleasant. Okay, here we go.
A little bigger.
That's it. I'm smiling. Isn't that a smile? It feels like a smile.
Come on. All right, halfway there. There you go.
Ow, that hurts. Oh, that hurts my face.
Oh, please, like that hurt. You know, last night I smiled at a cereal box for 3 hours and I felt fine.
I'm telling you, it hurt my face.
That's pathetic, George. You've been a curmudgeon for so long, you can't smile.
This is embarrassing, Miles. Not being able to smile? Jeez. I guess I got a pretty narrow range of emotions. I go all the way from pissed off to fully enraged. I'll never be able to sell Herbalife. You can smile, and you don't even have lips. Of course, if I could lick the places you can lick, I'd be smiling too. I ought to be able to do this. I used to smile when I was a kid. Hold on, let me... Huh? Is that it? Look. Wait a minute. That's it, I think. Look, I think I'm getting it. Hey, I can see my teeth. Of course, now I'm going to have to brush them. Hey, I'm doing it, though. Look. Hey. Sleep well, O'Grady. You smiling fool, you. Come on, let's hit the sack, Miles. Come on. What the hell happened to my mouth? My face is stuck.
Friendly stranger.
Muझे खातो बीमा सुआ कवाचा.
You know, Harry, I've been thinking about tonight's game. Actually, I had a bit of good luck. Thanks, Sidney. The former client's silicone implants cracked on a ski trip to Aspen.
Ouch.
It happens. Anyway, I got some extra money, so I think I want to put another couple of thousand on the Lakers.
You know, you might be going overboard on this piece of information from a gabon like Chick Hearn.
You know, if the Lakers win tonight, I'm going to buy a whole case of macadamia nuts. I never tasted them before, but I don't know how much time I got left.
I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna finally get a headstone for my father.
Oh, that's so sweet, Jack.
Just don't know where to put it. Buried in a mass grave.
Hey, listen, by the way, and I mean this from the heart, I hope you all win. But if, God forbid, you don't, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy my wife one of those little Shar-Pei dogs. You know the ones with the wrinkly faces and the big floppy jowls and the skin that hangs all over their head? I don't know what it is about them, but they're irresistible. Hey, George! Hey, look at you! Hey, I guess I was wrong. You can put on a happy face.
This is not voluntary. My face is stuck like this. I can't stop smiling.
Really? What? Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything we can do?
Well, you could give me a glass of saliva. My lips are sticking to my teeth.
George, here, you better let me take a look. Excuse me.
Yeah. What's going on here?
Oh, yeah. You know, for a couple of $1,000, I'd get rid of this turkey neck for you.
Never mind.
Well, apparently, after years of disuse, your facial muscles have gone into spasm.
Well, there's something you can do about this?
I can laugh my ass off.
Come on, I can't go around like this. This is embarrassing.
All right, well, since it's a spasm, I think muscle relaxants might help. I've got some in my office. I'll bring them by for you after you ship.
Oh. Muscle relaxant. Hey, look at me. I'm spasming too.
The Lexington Animal Hospital, please. I have to put my cat Sparky to sleep.
Hey, he'll be better off.
You find it amusing that I'm just about to lose the most precious thing in my life?
I can't stop smiling.
You're a very sick man, Mr. George O'Grady.
Hey, lady, I'll save you a little money. I'll run over your cat for $5.
City morgue, please.
My pleasure.
I have to identify a body. The police think it may have been my wife.
Well, these things happen.
I don't appreciate your sense of humor, sir.
Sorry.
Damn it, will you quit smiling? Wipe that smile off your face.
I'm trying.
Damn it, sir, quit smiling. My wife may be dead.
Listen, just because you're having a bad day doesn't mean everybody else has to go around with a long face on them.
What a shocker this first half has been. Charles Oakley of the New York Knicks has simply dominated the contest. And here at Madison Square Garden, the Knicks have a big 68-42 halftime advantage. We'll be back right after these words from our sponsors.
You know, I don't get it. Charles Oakley sure doesn't look like a guy who just got carried off on a stretcher.
Hello, I'm Charles Oakley. When I get injured on the basketball court, I count on Perlman stretchers. They're soft and strong. They never let me down.
Hey, Charles, how do you feel?
I feel great. I'm on a Perlman.
Well, that explains what Chicky was talking about. Listen, I know everything looks dark right now, but you haven't lost your bets yet. Hang in.
You know, I guess it's true what they say. Cracked breast implants are 7 years bad luck.
Uh-oh. I think I just killed my brother.
Hey, George.
Hey, George. Here are those muscle relaxants I promised you. I have no idea how long they'll take to kick in. Oh, listen, there's just one thing. You shouldn't consume any alcohol while taking that medication.
Where's George O'Grady? You know, I could be home watching cricket, enjoying my wife's papadums.
What do you want now?
Wipe that smile off your face, Mr. O'Grady.
I can't. Aren't you proud of me? I'm the smilingest cabbie in New York.
That's right. We have accumulated baskets full of complaints about you and that maniacal smile.
I can't help myself. I'm paralyzed.
I can see that we are doomed to pursue each other through eternity like Vishnu and Shiva. From now on, George O'Grady, I'll be watching you like a hawk.
Listen, Inter Mamuhawk, if you know what's good for you, you will not make an enemy of me. Don't let this face fool you. I am as fierce as the monsoon. My anger burns as hot as curry. I'm as dangerous as drinking from the Ganges and as relentless as a case of Bombay bowels.
All right, George, yeah.
And so the fabulous Charles Oakley comes up with yet another star of the game performance as the Knicks embarrass the Lakers 112-65. Truly one of the great defensive efforts of the season in the NBA play, and 112 points for the New York Knicks in bright Christmas in July.